Hey everybody, how's it going? Today we are Need for Speed 2015 and I'm going to be telling you some tips, tricks, and secrets that I found in the game. So first of all, like the most important tip or trick I found is increasing wheel width. So you may wonder there's no option, and that is correct, but that's tires. Each individual wheel that is not wheels. Where is the I'm just derping right now. Alright, change rim. So each rim actually has a unique width. So the stock ones are kind of small. Hold on one second. To make this easier to see, we will, on our beautiful A86, we will rake it a little bit. There we go. Much better. And we will do some... I want to make the easiest to see as possible, so we'll remove the bumper. Alright. Okay, the rear wheels. Alright. Rims. Change rim. Alright. So now you can see pretty well that these are kind of some skinny wheels. But if you notice, when I change wheels, the wheel width changes. And it's not just one certain width. You can see there's like a little difference right there. Every single wheel has an individual width. So these Watanabes are kind of thick ones. There's a lot of skinny ones, like, you know, these are pretty skinny. So unfortunately, this is the only way to change the width of the wheel, is to choose a wide wheel. I wish they would just add an option, but this is how it is. And if you're wondering what is the widest wheel, well, I will tell you, because there is a wheel that is just massive. It is ginormous. Let's find it. It is right up. Look at these. Look at the change that happens. Like, it's insane how wide these are. These rotiform forged LVSs, they are massive. Alright, so we have those equipped. We will go to view car and just look at those. Like, those just look crazy on this car. You know, these are like drag slicks almost. The game doesn't even render them in. That's how wide they are. Look at that. Well, yeah. They're just crazy. So that's our first tip and trick. We'll get into the second one right now. Alright, for our second tip and trick, we will go to paint and wrap. We will go to edit paint and wrap. And we will go to decals. And you may be wondering, why, when you tint your car, does the windshield get tinted? That is just completely unrealistic and strange. Well, you can actually just add a decal on your window, scale it up, and change the color. So I'm just going to go to black right now. And you might want to mess around with the smoothness and metallicness a little bit. You can put them all the way up. It's what I do. And there, you got a tinted window without having your windshield tinted. And you can also change the transparency. So, you know, I want half tint, and maybe you want a color tint, which you can't do in the visual customization. So maybe I want some like yellowish tint. It always looks nice. Turn the saturation and brightness up, and there's some yellowish tint. It's just that easy. Alright, let's get to our third tip. Alright, for our third tip, we'll just be going into the decal section again, and this is just a quick one. If you do not know, there are some daily challenges, and if you do those dailies, you can actually earn decals. So I earned this beautiful little cat decal. It's quite fantastic, if I say so myself. And if you see the little check mark, that just shows that you have unlocked it. So I think I have a few more I can show you that I unlocked. We'll have a look through here. Here is another one I unlocked. It's pretty horrible. It's like a sea turtle that summoned Satan or something. So, if you aren't doing the daily challenges, do them, because you can earn this little cat thing, and it is magical. Alright, let's get into our next tip. Alright, here we are for our next tip. We are out and about now, finally. By the BBA, I have no clue what that says. Okay, so first of all, you probably already know this, and this isn't really a tip, I just want to add it in. If you press B on Xbox, you can actually turn your car off. And if you have a pop-up like this 8.6, it is amazing. And just press the left trigger to turn your car back on, and be off. On, off. Alright, just a quick one right there. And now to the real tip. I'll turn my car back on. If you're wondering how you know, the game is automatic, so it's kind of wonky. You can't like rev your engine. Well, you actually can. Well, that's what I'm going to tell you. You can rev your engine, but it's not this. It's not doing a burnout, alright? If you press the handbrake and press the trigger at the same time, you can actually rev your engine out. And it sounds cool, and your exhaust will pop off. It's just fun to do. You can be a racer that no one likes. Alright. Getting into our final tip. This you might already know too, but it's nice to just tell people about it because I did not know about it at first. So, there's an action camera in the game. And if you press Y, you will change cameras. I think this is the action camera. Alright? And if you leave it sitting for a few seconds, it will start moving. And once it's moving, you can press in your thumbstick and you will take a snapshot. As you can see, the game is broke and it says it failed, but it usually works. So I'm just gonna try it again. Nope, failed. Well, anyways, that probably is just happening for me because I have really bad luck. So we will go into our action camera again, and our next tip is if you drive very slowly, just cruise around. Maybe I'm going too fast. I'm probably going way too fast. Alright, we're just cruising a little bit, and the camera will also... Alright, the game is breaking right now. But as you can see there, the camera started to go into the action camera. So if you just cruise slowly, it will do that. And that is some good snapshot taking opportunities right there. So our final tip that is very related is if you go here, go to snapshots. This is where you'll find your snapshots. So you can see there's latest, blah, blah, blah. You want to go over to my snapshots. And it will probably never load. When it does load, come on, load. Please load. Alright. Alright, there's a few. So, it finally loaded. So if you press the left and right trigger, you will go to manual, automatic, and all. You want to go to manual, because that is the photos you've taken via the thumbstick press. So, anyways, you could just go here, and there's your snapshots. We'll have a look at a few of them. Some pretty good ones in here. They're kind of blurry though, so yeah, just be warned. They're not all gonna turn out well, especially if you're moving. This is a nice one. Looks very realistic with all that water on the car. Apparently we live like under the sea or something. And here is another one. Excellent. So that's pretty much all the tips I have so far. I'll probably find more and I'll do another video. But thank you all for watching. Let's just have another look at those massive tires, because why not? Look at those things. Those are insane. Alright, thank you all for watching. Thank you all. Bye-bye. Bye.